Hey. Hi. So, what's up?
Okay, I need to show you something.
Instantly, I knew what she was gonna say. You're pregnant.
At first I was like, I'm only a few days late, but I just had this feeling something was different. So I took 3 tests and they all came back with 2 stripes. And it happened instantly. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant. From this day forward, I will no longer go by Young Don the Sauce God, but instead, you may now refer to me as Lord Young Don the Sauce God. And it's all thanks to today's sponsor, Established Titles. This company, based on Scottish customs, allows you to buy as little as 1 square foot of land in Ardally, Aberdeenshire, Scotland. And because of Scottish traditions, this officially gives you the title of Lord or Lady. On top of that, the main reason for doing this is that with every order, Established Titles plants a tree in order to protect the beautiful, pristine woodlands, helping to tackle climate change and save the environment. They support these charities such as One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future. With your purchase, along with your plot of actual Scottish land, you'll get an official certificate proving your new lordship, as well as a unique plot number so you can see the exact location of your land. It's the perfect last-minute gift for family or a significant other. They even got a couples pack. It's pretty cool, it's kind of funny, and it's 100% legit. Like, you could officially change your name to Lord or Lady, get it on your credit card, put it on your plane tickets. You could even put it on your dating profile, make you stand out a little more. Established Titles is currently having a massive holiday sale, and on top of that sale, you can get an additional 10% off any purchase you make with the discount code The Sauce God. So click the link below or go to establishedtitles.com/thesaucegod and use the promo code The Sauce God to save an extra 10% today. Thank you. So there I was, 26 years of age, sitting on my living room couch when my 25-year-old girlfriend sat on my lap and told me I'm pregnant. But maybe I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's rewind a bit. The year is 2020. I just moved from Austin, Texas to Los Angeles, California. It was right at the beginning of the current global health crisis. We had just heard rumblings that some dude in China kissed a bat and it gave him a tummy ache or something. It was something like that, but it was before things really hit the fan. This cute girl slid in my DMs, and I don't check my DMs often or even occasionally, so I don't see most of the messages I get, but I saw this one and it caught my attention. She was from Houston. In fact, I already told the story of how we met. It's the one about me blowing up her bathroom after eating some bad sushi. Anyway, I ended up visiting Houston a few months later and we hooked up. Simple. It was nice, she was nice, but I had no expectations that things would continue. Maybe we'd see each other again, maybe we wouldn't. I lived in LA, she was still in Houston. The stars didn't seem to be aligning. She ended up visiting me a few times in Los Angeles after that, and with every visit, we got closer. But then one day,
everything changed.
One day, I had a spiritual awakening. I started to question who I was and why I did the things I did. I wasn't feeling very good. There was too much excess in my life. I was living for the moment instead of for my soul. Was that corny? I'm sorry. Slowly, I began to change. I became disinterested in everything counterproductive to me being my best self. Frivolous relationships with girls, alcohol, drugs.
Many of you may be thinking, well, drugs don't concern me.
Yo, purple sex, Molly, purple sex.
I began keeping a journal that I wrote in every day. I meditated, cooked all my meals, worked out a lot. Sundays.
Geyser.
And at the very peak of this spiritual journey, I committed to celibacy. No porn, no women, no nuts. This, of course, meant I would end communications with Kay, the only woman I stayed in contact with during my spiritual metamorphosis. For 6 months, I did this. My friends thought I was crazy. My parents chalked it up to me going through a phase, and they were both probably a little right, because although I did see a lot of dramatic and positive changes in my life, shortly before my 26th birthday, December 2020, I started to yearn for something else. I wanted a family, a wife, kids. I know that might sound crazy, people are putting off marriage and kids until their mid-30s, and that's cool too, I guess. But this desire felt very natural and genuine. So I started entertaining the idea of being open to having a relationship where the end goal was settling down, getting married, and starting a family. I knew I wasn't gonna find a woman like that on Tinder. I thought at some point I would start going to church or keeping my eyes open at Whole Foods. It wasn't something I was pressed about, but I was paying attention. Then my birthday came around, and I got a happy birthday text from Kay. We hadn't spoken in 6 months or so it was a pleasant surprise. I told her thanks and kept it moving. As the weeks went on, I found myself thinking about her more and more, and I started reminiscing on the time we spent getting to know each other. And as I look back, I realized that a lot of the qualities that I would want in a wife, beautiful, classy, family-oriented, doesn't seek attention by posting scandalous pictures for likes, a good cook, Kay at one point or another displayed a lot of these qualities. So I texted her, "I miss you." And shortly after that, she responded, "I miss you more." Before he knew it, she booked a flight to come and visit me the next weekend. I booked an Airbnb on the beach in San Diego, and as I sat in the airport arrivals lane, I started to wonder, was this a mistake? Maybe she was gonna get here, and I would realize that I was looking back at the time we spent together 6 months prior with rose-tinted glasses, and this weekend was gonna be nothing more than a fun weekend with a cool girl. But then she walked out of the airport, and she was more beautiful than I even remembered. And as we drove to the Airbnb, a pleasant energy filled the car, and I thought, well, hold on. Maybe this wasn't such a bad idea. We ended up spending the weekend together, and the whole time I'm looking for red flags because remember, I'm only interested in marriageable women. And the entire time, not a single red flag, not even a little one. I mean, she did do this one thing where she put this bowl of fresh water out under a full moon and said that if we washed our hair in it, the next day we would get like superpowers or something. But aren't all girls into horoscopes and shit like that? Anyway, I did it. I washed my hair with the full moon water the next day, and you know what? Ain't shit happened. But it was refreshing, so maybe it did something. Anyway, as the weekend came to an end, I didn't beat around the bush. I finally asked her to be my girlfriend, to which she said yes. My first committed relationship in about 4 years, but it felt good. We would take turns visiting each other every 2 weeks until my lease ended 2 months later, at which point I moved to Houston. Within a couple of months, she was spending every other night at my house, and we got closer and closer, and it didn't take long for me to make up my mind. I was going to get this girl pregnant. I mean, I was going to marry her as well, of course, but protection was not a priority, and I knew that if we kept moving the way that we were moving, as long as all the plumbing was working, it would only be a matter of time before.
Hey. Hi. So, what's up?
Okay, I need to show you something.
Instantly, I knew what she was gonna say. You're pregnant.
At first I was like, I'm only a few days late, but I just had this feeling something was different. So I took 3 tests and they all came back with 2 stripes, and it happened instantly. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant.
I gave her a big hug and a kiss, and I told her,
Good. This was about 7 months ago, so yeah, if everything goes well, I'm gonna be a dad pretty soon. And to be honest, I can't wait.